What's up? I'm Kellen from Memphis May Fire.
And I'm Cory, and you're watching PureGrainAudio. The crappiest venue I can think of that we've had really good shows at is Conservatory in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It has one bathroom, and it's unisex.
And there's usually probably poop on the ground.
Yeah, and there's holes in the door.
Or somebody must have been pooping and just punched through the wall.
Yeah. I remember one time we played there, they had lost their lock, so they tried to put tape, so you could just tape the door closed.
Yeah, and it's so small and hot that everybody's sweat is just dripping from the ceiling because it just evaporates, collects on the ceiling, and then drips back onto you. Yeah. It's real sweet.
I'm gonna go with Perth Soundwave.
What, the Metallica stage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played, did we open it that day?
Yeah, we opened we call it the Metallica stage at Soundwave in 2013, and it's just so massive, and all of Slayer's and Metallica's backline is all there, and all their techs are there.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, this is like the big leagues.
And I remember we thought we had a pretty big backdrop, kind of like this, but bigger. And we hung it up that day, and it looked like a
dish towel.
Looked like a napkin.
Here's the whole stage. It was like, here's our sweet backdrop.
We almost wish we hadn't used it. Yeah, that was pretty wild. Seeing all their pyrotechnics and craziness set up.
And they had all their LED screens. Yeah, I was pretty nervous that day. I don't know if I would say worst crowd, but the people in Germany sometimes are very reserved, and they're just kind of staring at you, watching your every move.
They're more.
But then sometimes after the show, they'll come up to you and they'll be like, "That was amazing," and you're just like, "Really? I thought you were sleeping, or in a coma, or."
They're just very observant.
Vegetative state.
Yeah, they're not really movers, so to speak.
Yeah, unless you're super heavy metal.
Right.
Which I guess I understand. I think it's the octopus balls.
So you tell that story, and I'm going to tell one also.
My least favorite food on tour was when we were in Japan, and we got, I guess it was their version of street meat, but it was fried octopus balls. Not the balls, but the balls of fried octopus. And it was soft and gooey, like some sort of dough ball, and extremely hot. And it was just probably the weirdest tasting thing I've ever had in my life. Chewy pieces of tentacle in it.
Whenever you pick them up, I think we got them in Osaka first.
They were wiggling with the heat.
Still moving because of the heat. It looked like it's still alive.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I like the second batch we got, but the first one was good. Mine though, I have one that's different. We all in Europe we eat a lot of doner kebab.
Yeah.
Kind of the equivalent of a euro or whatever. And we even have it tattooed on us, kebab mob.
Yeah, we sure do.
But we played in Ankara, Turkey one time, where I guess kebab comes from, and it was super lackluster. We were pretty bummed.
Yeah.
We thought we were in the motherland of kebab, and
yeah, because everything gets hyped up, and you're like, oh, this is where it came from. It must be the best. And then you go there, and you're like, I mean, this is probably not even as good as something I could have made at home.
Yeah. I don't think I ever got anybody to do it, but after the show, I always used to do this thing where I'd bring my shirt out because I sweat more than the average human.
Yeah, he dumps all his sweat out and measures it.
In a cup, near the solo cup I could find. And I think I'd offered a few times to fans that had noticed me doing it, and they're like, "Is that sweat?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Sure.
Take it, shoot it down, and I'll give you a free T-shirt. But I never got any takers. I got guys that would.
We got close though. We got close.
Yeah, guys that would say they would do it, and they'd chicken out.
I think they realized just how you're that I'd be drinking his actual sweat.
Dude, I gotta spearhead this one and go ahead and say that our bus is a pretty
clean
pleasant place to be, because we're all kind of neat freaks, and
yeah.
Anytime the bus is empty, after the set, and I get there first,
somebody's sweeping or something.
I'm sweeping and Mr. Cleaning the floors and stuff before anybody gets in there, before it gets crowded again. So we keep it pretty on lock.
If Jake doesn't put dryer sheets in his shoes though, that's probably the worst thing I ever smelled.
Oh, that's his trick though.
That's his trick. That's how it kind of masks it.
Yeah, if you got stanky feet, put dryer sheets in your shoes at night. Yeah.